Hey, it's Tony talking car biz, video number 2 on this 24 Toyota Tundra Platinum Edition. Hey, in this video I'm going to go ahead and jump inside and give you a quick overview of all the interior features on the Platinum Edition Tundra for 2022. Catch a link at the end of this video for the exterior overview. Here, I had to do a little relocation, but we're going to dive inside and check out the interior. So let's get started on the driver's side. Here on the driver's door, all black and gray, kind of a charcoal gray door panel, and it's padded from top to bottom, padded here, really comfortable armrest. They've got that blue stitching here in the door, so here, and here. You'll see more on the interior when we get there. Satin silver trim here, also the door handle. And then a little bit further down on the door here, there's also a little storage cubby in here. It's rubber lined, so you can throw your pocket change in there, it won't bang around. One touch up and down on all 4 windows, power door locks, power mirrors. These outside mirrors are also power operated, I'll show you that. So you can set them up to automatically fold in when you shift from park to drive and such, or you can manually bring them in just like that. So if you do have a tight parking space or a garage, or if you're doing any light off-road driving, you're able to bring those mirrors in quickly and easily. Those are heated outside mirrors. They also have blind spot monitoring in them. Down here we've got memory power driver seat, so 2-position memory for the outside mirrors, for the driver's seat, and also a power tilt telescopic steering wheel, all part of the memory for 2 different drivers. Speaker down here in the door, nice little pocket, and then a couple bottle holders down here as well. And then finally, way down low, there's a little puddle light. And then this one does have the running boards. That's an upgrade on here. So when I pop that door open or I close that door, those running boards are going to slide right in. They tuck up nice underneath the rocker panels, nice clean look. And then when I open the door, they come back out. Take a look at our seat. So this is going to be the black leather interior with the blue, which is really kind of interesting from my perspective, because there's actually a blue pattern under the perforation on the seats. Kind of runs up here and then it restarts up into the back. Height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belts, more of that blue stitching along here. There's an airbag in the seat, side airbag, so as you move the seat forward, the airbag moves with you to make sure it's in a perfect position. As far as the power controls on the seats here, so power front driver and passenger seat with power recliner, power lumbar support, and then the Platinum Edition does have the power bolster here on the driver's seat. The passenger seat doesn't have this feature, only the driver's seat, but really comfortable seats, heated and ventilated. Over on the dashboard, there are, well, first of all, there's a passenger assist handle right here. There's also one over there and one on the back doors as well. 4 large vents like this. They're kind of surrounded by that satin silver trim. This is actually a padded dashboard as well, and you can see more of that blue stitching up here. This is all padded out. Take a look down a little bit lower. We've got some control switches and such. So this is the bed light, automatic high beams on and off. This is your auto on and off for your ignition. Dimmer switch for your dash lights, odometer and trip setting. Backup settings, you want to turn that off when you're backing up to a trailer or something like that, so your backup sensors. This is for the running boards, so you can set those up to either automatically go in and out when you open the door, or you can manually control those as well. Heated steering wheel control here, and then the 120 volt on and off switches here. That controls back in the bed and also in the back seat. There's a traditional 120 volt. Hood release down here. Dead pedal, brake, and accelerator right where you'd expect them. And then the Platinum Edition does have a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Again, part of the memory setting on the door. And then we'll take a quick look up at that panel moonroof. That thing is awesome. I strongly recommend it. You can, it's standard on the Platinum, but you can get it added on to other trims as well. This Platinum does come standard with the JBL audio system, so your subwoofer is going to be under the seat here up front. So let's go ahead and grab a seat. So behind the wheel of the Tundra, there is a lot of room up front. This is a 5-passenger full-size pickup. So a lot of leg room, headroom. There's that panel roof. Just super spacious up here. I like to think of it as a limousine of pickups. So take a look at the steering wheel, leather wrapped steering wheel. It's a heated steering wheel, more of that blue stitching on the back side of here, so really paying attention to detail. More of that satin silver trim here as well. Of course, a driver's side airbag. We've got our controls for our cruise control, so our dynamic radar, cruise control, lane tracing assist, cruise control settings, and then sound system controls down here. And then over on the other side, we've got controls for our Bluetooth connectivity, voice activation, volume controls, and then these controls right here, they're going to be for the information center, which is up here in the gauge cluster. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. On this side of the steering wheel, we've got wiper controls. We've got automatic wipers as well, so rain sensing wipers. And then over on this side, we've got our fog light controls and our on and on for our headlights, daytime running lights, and also auto on and off for our headlights. So the headlights can be set up for automatic high beams and also on auto on and off. Now the Platinum comes with the top of the line gauge cluster. So this is a 12-inch gauge cluster and it's all electronic. And then we also come standard with the push button start, which means you do get the smart keyless entry system, so you don't have necessarily a key. You don't even need to take your keys out of your pocket. You can just make sure that you have your keys on your person and then just grab the door handle and jump in. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Oh, before I do that, I did want to show you the leg room here. Sorry about that, but I want to show you how much leg room there is. I've got this seat all the way back, and I'll put it all the way down. And so if you're a 6-footer plus, you're gonna have plenty of leg room. I cannot even touch the pedals, and with the seat all the way down, I've got a ton of headroom, even though this does have the panel moonroof. So I need to move the seat up so I can see what I'm looking at. And then we'll go ahead and start it up so you can see the gauge cluster. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing you saw where it said Tundra, the background is one of 4 national parks, so that'll rotate through those different scenes. And now that it's fully up and running, you'll see this is all a computer screen, and there's your speedometer and your tachometer. Oh, you can hear that engine. Sounds awesome. And over on this side is your turbocharger, pressure, monitoring. On this side is your information center. This is where you've got your safety sense. So you've got lane tracing assist, pre-collision blind spot monitoring, parking assist, and rear cross traffic alert. And then using the controls here, that's where you can kind of toggle through all the different options for things like your safety sense, your fuel economy, your trailer towing. All of those types of things are controlled there. They don't show up on camera all that well. So stop by the dealership and take a look, but really easy to read, really clear instrument cluster. Moving over to the center stack, we've got Toyota's largest display here. This is a 14-inch tablet style display, and you'll notice there's really no buttons on here because it's all touchscreen. The only control is the volume down here for on and off. So if we touch here, then we can go into some of the modes. Now I'm not going to be able to play the sound system, but I did want to show you some of the features, so we'll skip through that and we'll just jump over to audio and we'll take a look at what our options are here. So we've got AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, 3 months of the Platinum subscription. We have Wi-Fi Connect. We also have individual connections, so you can actually set up 2 different phone devices to use the sound system for making voice activated calls or talking over the air. Also, we have navigation on here. and Sirius satellite radio. I think I already mentioned that. This is your JBL audio system, so with that you pick up some extra speakers and the subwoofer. There's some speakers up here in the A pillar, JBL sounds speakers, and then also up here, I always forget about this, there's a little storage compartment here, place to drop your glasses, also a 12-volt outlet, so if you want to plug in, say, a radar detector or GoPro or something like that, there's a place to plug that in right there, so they thought of that. Moving down the center area, we've got the automatic temperature control, so we can set up front driver and front passenger controls, heated driver seat, ventilated driver seat, ventilated passenger seat, heated passenger seat, USB port here so you can plug in, and then front window defrost, rear window defrost with your heated outside mirrors. So the outside rear view mirrors are also heated. When you turn on the rear window defrost, it'll get the ice and snow off of there as well. So let's just go ahead and put this into the auto mode and turn it there. And then this is your volume here for the sound system, and also the on and off switch for the sound system. Now moving down a little bit further, we'll throw some light on so you can see down here. We've got a number of toggle switches. This is your 4-ways, traction control on and off. The Platinum comes with the View 360, so when I turn that on and then head back up here, you can see on the screen, in fact, let me do this, just closing the shade on the panel roof. That'll give us a little more clarity here. So I can see all the way around the vehicle, top to bottom, and I also have separate perspective, so I can change things around. If I want to see into the bed of the pickup, I can do that. So this whole setup is just awesome if you're going to be doing any towing, to be able to see completely around the vehicle. So stop by the dealership and we'd be happy to do a demo on the entire system. But that's the View 360. Here's our trailer mode. Our trailer brake gain is down here. And then as we continue down the center here, I'll throw a light on so you can see everything down here. Parking brake, brake hold. This is a nice little storage cubby, but it also has wireless charging. So you just drop your smartphone on there. If you've got a wireless connected phone, you can plug that in and away you go. Here's our transmission shifter. It does have leather wrap on the top. This is a 10-speed automatic transmission, conventional. Oh, the backup camera, I think I already showed you that, but I'll show you one more time. It's super clear and big, easy to see out of. Really Toyota's nicest system. Then down here we've got our tow mode, tow haul mode, our drive mode, so we can go ahead and toggle through our different sport, eco and normal drive modes. And here's our 4-wheel drive selector, so 2 high, 4 high, or 4 low. There is a cover on top of the cup holders, kind of a charcoal gray cover, and then you've got 2 cup holders here, and as I mentioned, there's also bottle holders and down in the doors, so there's plenty of places to put your drinks up front. The armrest on here also is pretty interesting. There's a cover over this little storage compartment. There's a little storage compartment here, and then when you slide this back, you have access to go down, to reach down inside there without actually having to open up this cover. Now you see this has that black or blue stitching, I'm sorry, this is all padded. Really nice finish through this area. And then this opens up, there's a release handle right on the front here and over here, and then it opens it up completely, so now you've got this entire storage area in here. And there is, I can turn this around here, there's a 2 USB ports here to plug stuff in and get charged up. This does not lock, so it's not a secure storage area, but it is nice to have that extra place to put your stuff. Take a look over at the passenger seat, passenger side, very similar to the driver's side. Again, that passenger assist handle up there. There's also side curtain airbags. There's an airbag in the dashboard, and then right there on the dash itself, it reads Platinum. This is all padded with the blue stitching. Don't know how well you can see it in the video, but it definitely looks nice on here. And then down below is our glove box, which is a locking glove box with your key, and it's a nice sized glove box, and of course the owner's manuals are all in there as well. So you do have a little bit of place to stow stuff, and you can lock that up. Alright, overhead, lighted vanity mirrors on both sides, visors with sliding extensions, and then overhead completely. Let's take a look at what's up here. Let me see if I could throw a little extra light up there for you. There we go. So we've got controls for our panel roof. So this first control opens up the shade, and you really can position that shade wherever you want it to be. But I'll tell you, once it's opened up, it really brings a lot of light in here and makes it feel even more spacious. But the inside of this truck has plenty of room. This is the switch to open the front part of the moonroof, so you can open it up, or you can slide it all the way back like that. So just some different options for that. This switch right here is for the mood lighting. It reads mood lighting on there, and there's actually ambient lighting. Hard to see in the daytime, but let me see if I could show it to you. Yeah, probably not going to show up, but there's actually some ambient lighting underneath here and in the door panels as well. So at night you can really light it up. It's a kind of a blue mood lighting. Here's your safety connect. This is how you get roadside assistance from Toyota. Got some reading lights, place for your sunglasses, and then the Platinum Edition does come with Toyota's top of the line rear view mirror. So this is almost like a monitor here that I can see right out the back. You can see it's a 4-color screen. Looks awesome. You can always go back to the old school as well. And then there's also 3 garage door openers for HomeLink there. But this is nice if you have people in the back seat. You don't have the blind spots of their heads. You can see out the back nicely. It actually uses one of the cameras in the bed up on the top of the cab to be able to see back there. So that's the up front on the Tundra Platinum. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. The Crew Max edition of the Toyota Tundra has a huge back door, huge opening, super easy to get in and out, especially if you have those running boards to step up and to get in. The back door panel is almost identical to the front door panel with the blue stitching and the storage pocket. You do pick up one additional speaker here on the back door, and then the one lower just like up front. These windows are tinted, so they have privacy glass, but an added bonus in the back seat are these shades. So you can bring that up if you have a little one in a car seat, or you've got some groceries you want to keep out of the sun. Those shades can come in handy. Those are only on the back doors. So take a look at how wide open this door is. Super easy to get in. Legroom's amazing. Back seats are designed and styled just like we saw up front, with the blue stitching, height adjustable headrest. We've got a center armrest right here with cup holders, 3 seat belts, child safety seats, reading lights up top there. This back window does come down. As far as legroom, it's amazing how much legroom's in this. I don't even know if a Sienna has that much legroom. These back seats, because this is the gas edition, the back seats, when you bring them up like this, they lock into place, and then you have a lot of storage under here. So there's your owner's book. Toss that up there. These are the cleats for the tie downs in the bed. Got Tundra stamped in there. There's dividers you can put in here to divide this up so stuff doesn't slide around. First aid kit. There is storage underneath that seat. That seat will fold up the same way I've got this one folded up here. So there's extra storage. If you go with the hybrid edition, you lose all this storage because that's where they put the battery for the hybrid system. So there's a benefit to not going with the hybrid in terms of storage. Then on the backs of these seats, there's pockets on both seats. And what's interesting is they did the blue stitching down on the pockets themselves, so they didn't miss that. Just the attention to detail is pretty nice. This comes down like so. The one thing I'd like to see them do on that is make this lockable, because then you have an additional place to stow your valuables and not have to worry about things getting stolen out of your vehicle. So jumping up inside here, you can see there is a lot of room up front. There's that panel roof, comes all the way back here. We've got 2 cup holders right there. Down here's your heated and your ventilated seat controls for your back seats. We've got 2 places to plug in for your smartphones, and there's the 120 volt plug there as well. There's some vents back here, and I just want to show you the leg room here. So this seat's not all the way back, but take a look at that. It goes halfway up my forearm. There is a lot of leg room back here, plenty of headroom. I think you'll be able to seat 3 people back here quite comfortably. All the more reason why I call it a limo of a pickup, because you could have a chauffeur driving around on this and have a good time. So that's a quick interior overview on the 2024. Yep, 2024 is here already. Toyota Tundra Platinum Edition. This is your gas edition. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Then be sure to look for a link at this end of this video. That's when I'm going to go ahead and I do the exterior overview, show you all the great things on the outside of the Tundra Platinum for 2024. I want to thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. This is Tony talking car biz. Thanks for watching.